we are going to present the Gamma camera developed by Demavan in use. Light, portable, robust. It's simple to install. You just slide on its support and clip, or slide forward to remove it from the camera stand. Its IP65 sockets can be decontaminated with a jet. It operates in a standard temperature environment, connected with two cables, a power cable or the possibility of an external battery, and an Ethernet cable. It can also operate in Wi-Fi and be teleoperable. When you generate an acquisition, you don't need to make any adjustments. They are done automatically. When the camera is started, you don't need to be close, you can be far from it.
Normally, for an acquisition, there are many modes, but in the simplest mode, you just need to double-click an acquisition and everything starts and is calibrated. So now the acquisition has started, and there are two things that you can see here: is the time counter and the number of events that you have detected, and also the energy that you use for the imaging. The image starts to appear only when you have 50 photons, so that it starts to be significant. Image with too low statistics tend to see a lot of artifacts and not being significant. Here you have acquisition file, it's where you save your data. And this is for file that you have acquired previously. Once the camera is in acquisition, you can see two things. First, the dosimetry, so it gives you an idea of radiation risk in the place where the camera is. And then you have 4pi source detection. It allows you to know if there is a source, if there is a radiation in your back, in your left. For this acquisition, we have two sources of weak activity, which we are 20 centimeters from the camera. They are separated by an angular distance of 20 degrees. So for most cameras, if you use this kind of configuration, you want to be able to separate the two sources. So the sources are separated. You have two spectrum here, two spectra here. One is the spectra acquired with small CZT detectors. It has a very high energy resolution, 1.5%, but it is not very sensitive. As you can look for the second peak of sodium, you barely see it. Then there is a second peak, second spectrum, which is done by the Compton camera by itself. The energy resolution is coarser, but it's much more sensitive. For example, you can see that because here you have a 1.3 MeV line from sodium 22. You can see the line of sodium 22. So you have sodium. There's barely detectable peak in the CZT, but you have a strong peak seen in the Compton camera. So those two peaks, the two main peaks here are sodium 22, and there is also a cesium source, cesium 137, which is here. So now what you can do is that you can image only the sodium at 511 keV. You see only one of the two sources, and the size of the spot is roughly 4 degree angular. Most cameras on the market today, their spot size around 20 degrees. So you have much higher spatial resolution. You can also make an image of this cesium, and in that case you see only the second point, so the second source. You don't see the sodium anymore.
Have a good use of a temporal delta camera from the Mavan.